figure. Updates making peace. Roof red, can you see it? Luck ain't even in it, this is just a bunch of heavy lifting. So look, it's a Wednesday running back. There's a W in the chat. The Catdets spitting facts, got the Catdets culture on the map. There ain't no PvP, we're preaching PvP. If you want COC, you better show you mean it. Stay in culture, let's make some more. Catdets Corner, Soju color. All the baddies is a lady, pull up, he's a lady. Killing you, me also known as that. Chatting with Kash on the back end, I was gonna add up the change like a cat. Gotta say I'm glad I was in the JUP like an OG status and I'm still up on the path. Cooking over gas, started the expansion. Looking like a blast man, it's fun to be a cat. If you ain't one yet, you should stick around for that. When my name turned red, I felt the first passion. I had to go get it moving on, making do some music and the cats like it's a groove. Truly, cats looking like a little movie. Life getting changed, that's how he said he do it. We got wins here every week. I've been saying that it's heat. Every call I be getting geeked. I'm in thrall for every speaker. Updates making peace. Roof red, can you see it? Luck ain't even in it, this is just a bunch of heavy lifting. So look, it's a Wednesday running back. There's a W in the chat. The Catdets spitting facts, got the Catdets culture on the map. There ain't no PvP, we're preaching PvP. If you want COC, you better show you mean it. Wins here every week. I've been saying that it's heat. Every call I be getting geeked. I'm in thrall for every speaker. Updates making peace. Roof red, can you see it? Luck ain't even in it, this is just a bunch of heavy lifting. So look, it's a Wednesday running back. There's a W in the chat. The Catdets spitting facts, got the Catdets culture on the map. There ain't no PvP, we're preaching PvP. If you want COC, you better show you mean it. Stay in culture, let's make some more. Catdets Corner, Soju color. All the baddies is a lady, pull up, he's a lady. Killing you, me also known as that. Chatting with Kash on the back end, I was gonna add up the change like a cat. Gotta say I'm glad I was in the JUP like an OG status and I'm still up on the path. Cooking over gas, started the expansion. Looking like a blast man, it's fun to be a cat. If you ain't one yet, you should stick around for that. When my name turned red, I felt the first passion. I had to go get it moving on, making do some music and the cats like it's a groove. Truly, cats looking like a little movie. Life getting changed, that's how he said he do it. We got wins here every week. I've been saying that it's heat. Every call I be getting geeked. I'm in thrall for every speaker. Updates making peace. Roof red, can you see it? Luck ain't even in it, this is just a bunch of heavy lifting. So look, it's a Wednesday running back. There's a W in the chat. The Catdets spitting facts, got the Catdets culture on the map. There ain't no PvP, we're preaching PvP. If you want COC, you better show me.
Hello. Welcome, everybody. Let me bring up my co-host immediately right here.
Hey. How's everyone?
Look at that. Siong's got the professional mic as well. Do we have the same little Elgato? Yeah, we do. That's good stuff. Hello,
That's why
everybody.
we are both co-hosts right now. Same setup, same everything.
Great minds think alike, folks. That is a fact. Welcome, everybody. Siong getting a nice haircut compliment already in the chat.
Yeah,
Shout
just
out
for this.
to,
I actually got it, 3 hours ago, just for the call today.
Gotta look his best for the Planetary Call faithful. That is a fact. And love you too, Vinny. I see you. Without any further ado, we got a bunch to cover today, including some fun new product stuff, the first ever look at the new Ape.Pro, and much, much more. So let's just get right into it, shall we? Welcome. This is the Planetary Call by Jupiter. Uplink. It is October 16th, 2024. Yeah, that's the right look in Siong's eyes. What? That is right.
I mean, like this year has been crazy. You know, the token launch, like then the product launch, like crazy year.
And we still have like 3 months to go, my friend. So we'll see.
I'm pretty sure we'll get a lot more insane and crazier.
Oh boy, I don't know. Chat, are you ready for this? I don't know if the chat is even ready for this. I just see people saying "when Lambo" in the chat. It's going to be intense. But before we go any further, we got to play the official Jupiter International Space. God, that gets me so amped up every single goddamn
exactly.
time. It's too good. We have a great call for you today. In case it is your first time here on the Planetary Call, welcome. My name is Kash. I lead the Uplink working group that produces this call, the YouTube channel, the best goddamn Twitter page in the entire Jupiverse, and much, much more. And the co-founder of Jupiter is here with me, but more importantly, the co-host of the Planetary Call this week. Siong is in the building. Drop a little JM in the chat if you are getting amped and ready for this one. Hello. That's right. All right, there we go. So what are we going to get into today? Well, I'll tell you what we're not getting into is token price. What we are instead going to get into are the people, the products, the partners that make the Jupiverse so great. This is the 31st time that we're doing this. And if there's one thing I've learned in this call is that the chat is the secret to it. I love how fucking active I should try not to swear. I love how active everybody is over here. JM's from around the world. We see everything that you're saying. We don't even have time to put it all up on screen. Eagle-eyed viewers will notice the biggest innovation on the Planetary Call since we started this thing, actually. Siong, did you notice the difference?
Oh, sorry. I was just looking at the comments. I'm too like attached to the comments right now.
Well, the comments are indeed related to it. Eagle-eyed viewers will notice me and Siong are on the other side of the screen. It took us 30 times to realize that the comments were covering up our videos while we were talking. So now with this view,
really?
you can still... yeah,
oh,
exactly.
yes. Okay, yeah, before that. Now we're on the other side. Yes.
That's right.
Now...
So shout out to innovation. That's what Jupiter is all about. That's what the Planetary Call is all about.
I mean, it's all the small little things that matters, right? You know, like that's how we improve.
That's right. Iterating our way to greatness over here. And now we have gotten pretty close. Kash, I like when you say no swearing. I got bad fucking news for you, Rockies. I cannot hold my end up in the parking on that one. That is not gonna, no promises on that. I'll try my best, but we'll see. All right. In case you don't know, I've talked about the Jupiverse a few times. The Jupiverse is really three things. It is three pillars that kind of pull everything together. First, there's Jupiter, the platform. Simple tagline. Aggregate everything. Then we have JUP, the token, and the tagline there is also simple. There is no cap. We got to meme this into existence, folks. I need to see this more on Twitter. I need to see this in the comments. I need to see this on YouTube. There is no cap.
Everything to like trading everything, you know, like or swapping everything, like or buying it, like everything. I mean, we are now more than aggregation right now. You know, we have the POAP platform, we have like the mobile app, we have like, you know, like trading everything. I like trading everything.
Trading everything's not bad. All right, well, we're gonna take that back into the brand cookery, and we'll see. But I see that there is no cap is catching on. That's what we like to see. There is no cap, folks. The token is a way of kind of seeing community sentiment, and community sentiment.
Yeah, this one is a good tagline. We should keep this one.
That's a good one.
No
cap.
Yeah.
There's no cap because the token is really just kind of the sum collective of energy and attention that we have, and there is no cap on how much energy and attention we can have, which is good stuff. And then finally, there's the JUP, which is the community. That's all the people that make Jupiter great. And this is where we say J for J, Jupiter for Jupiter, JUP for JUP, people putting JUP in the hands of people that are contributing back. And everyone you're going to hear from on this call is contributing in some way to the Jupiverse. Wow. A lot of contributions to the Jupiverse lately. As you can see, the agenda is possibly the longest one we've ever had. We'll see. What's the over-under, Siong? How long do you think we're going to be here for?
I think we're going to do just fine. You know, like one hour, hopefully 1.5. I mean, 1 hour, 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
1 hour, 10 minutes. That's the line. We'll try to get in and out. We'll see to what degree that it works. I saw someone in that chat ask if Alex is going to be here. Alex will not be here, but Soju will be talking a little bit about the deBridge launch, ASR timelines, and how all that's going to work. If you have any questions, you can save it for Soju, and hopefully we can answer some of them at least. But let's find out. Tony, that's crypto. 3 hours is the prediction. Wilson asking, where is Meow? Meow is in America right now. So he's off writing. Hopefully, Meow, if you're watching this, I hope you're writing that essay that we are been promised. You are late on that essay, my guy. Yes. So hopefully,
I mean, like he said he's going to do another call, like what for on the essay and whatnot. And actually, he's working on something big as well in US. Hopefully, we can share soon. Yeah. You know.
Ooh, a little teaser over there.
Yeah.
Shout out to DS CVR.1, the social network on Solana, bullish on handsome founders. This is the kind of comment I love to see. This is all good stuff. I think I like it more. Some of these comments are actually too funny. All right, we're going to keep moving on because I can't get into all of these comments. I don't know if you saw the one that I just saw that I thought was funny.
He was actually in Utah, I think, like 2 days ago. Yeah.
Permissionless maybe, or some kind of thing. I don't know exactly.
Yeah.
Things all over. It's hard to keep track of me out. Anyway, it's also hard to keep track of all the good stuff that's happening in the Jupiterverse. That's why we bring you this call every week. We have wins of the week. We're going to talk a little bit about the reaction to Jupiter Mobile, which has come through. Spoiler alert, people love it. Even though it still has a long way to go, people already love it, which is great. Then we're going to do the first ever live demo of Ape.Pro. I don't think this has been seen anywhere in public yet. Has it, Siong?
I mean, I'm pretty sure maybe. Actually, I have no idea. I think we tweeted out some screenshots and whatnot. I think now we're going to do the demo. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it because my computer is right here, like up above me. But let's do it. Let's try it out.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it. It's a first ever. That's what I can tell you.
I just top up my wallet, like, with 5 extra. So I think what we're gonna do. I mean, what we're gonna do is, like, tell us what to buy, and we'll just buy.
And then we'll see at the end of the call how those picks have done. So,
but,
if you want to
NFA, non-financial advice.
Of course, this is just a product demo. That's all we're doing. But you gotta, if it's a trading product, it helps to trade a little bit. Then Soju, the lady killer, is going to be here. The Riz Lord himself talking about deBridge launch and ASR timelines, along with Jupiter Regional, which is a very exciting new effort that just got off the ground. Then we're going to talk to Omer from Edge and Chaos Labs, who've been building Edge, which is going to help protect the Perps product, and got a bunch of cool innovations there. And then finally, we have the return of Catdets Corner, which I'm also very excited about. I don't think our cadet is on the call yet, so hopefully they come before the end of it here. Where ASR? In the middle of the call, my friend. In the middle of the call, we'll talk about that. So give us, 20 to 30 minutes, and we'll be talking about that here as well. Okay, with that said, let's get into the wins of the week as our very first one. Let's go into the wins of the week. The first one is Jupiter Mobile is indeed popping right now. Big shout out to everyone that's been sharing feedback. I think what the coolest thing here about having such a vibrant community is all the people who are saying this is how it could actually be even better. And all the people who've been rating it on the App Store. As a reminder that we had that bounty last week as well. Big shout out to Ben Liu and the gang. Siong is going to show us it in just a little bit. But before he does, I have a little announcement, actually. First of its kind. I want to try doing this. We'll see if this works. I got no sense of what is actually going to happen here. We have a bounty for folks here. We're going to do a little JUP trading competition using Jupiter Mobile. So if anyone here is watching this, you are eligible to join. All you need to do, load up a fresh wallet on Jupiter Mobile with 5 SOL, post a screenshot, and tag at JUP_uplink. Once you do, then you can trade your way to glory. And over the next 2 weeks, whoever is able to run it up the most will then be eligible for prizes. So I think we'll have 3 prizes at least.
Only run it up to, like, if someone loses the most, would they get some consolation prize as well?
Consolation prize is that Siong will write you a handwritten note saying how sorry he is. That's what he's promised.
True.
This is going to be very fun. Android users will soon stage a protest, Dave. We'll do this again on Android when we're live there. But right now, we want to try this out. I see this all the time on Twitter. All these trading contests are like 1 SOL to 100 SOL or 5 SOL to 1,000 SOL. We want to see people doing that with the screenshots of JUP Mobile because it looks so pretty.
I can do 5 SOL to 1 SOL.
To 0.1 SOL. Shout out Play Solana out here. Run it down is easy. Running it up, a little bit more complicated. But let's get these going. We will be checking on your wallet address to make sure you're not just like adding in extra funds or other kinds of nonsense over here. You can trade whatever you want. That's exactly right. The reward is in JUP, but you don't have to just trade JUP. You can trade anything that you would like to make this happen.
Anything.
Biggest loser prize is going to be 5 SOL. So that's going to be tough to see. Let's see what we can actually do. You can start with 1 SOL as well. If you want to start with 1 SOL, go for it. Totally fine. We'll take anything, but 5 SOL is the kind of standard starting one here. 5 SOL is crazy. We're not all whales. Fair enough. Start with 1 SOL. We'll still include you in the competition. If you run it up, we'll take it from there. Does your boys get a prize? You get undying love and affection, Wilson. That's all you get. Anyway, so we'll see how that goes. There'll be a Twitter thread on JUP Uplink as well. We'll retweet some of the best people as well for fun. Second win of the week here. deBridge's LFG launch has officially kicked off. The bootstrapping vault that Alex talked about last week now has $2.87 million in deposits ahead of the token launch tomorrow at 8 a.m. UTC. It's going to be a very exciting one. This is the final LFG candidate that was approved through the DAO. It's going to be going up here. It'll be interesting to see how the token does. Certainly, the product is quite good. We'll see what happens with the token. Of course, you should do your own research beforehand. Everything you need to know is on the deBridge website, including tokenomics and many other things. And it'll be live on Jupiter and on many centralized exchanges. We don't talk a lot about centralized exchanges here for good reason. But if you do use a centralized exchange, you can actually claim directly to your centralized exchange, which is a cool little innovation that they did here. Big shout out to Soju, Alex, and the rest of the deBridge team.
I was playing with the website. It's actually quite like very well done. Yeah, the way they built it, the structure, the cleanness, and everything. Yeah,
they did a nice job with it. I got to say, really trying to answer as many questions as they could. Obviously, people still have questions. You should message it on Twitter, in their Discord, and elsewhere. Or just wait about 20 minutes and then you can yell at Soju because I heard he has all the answers and you can just ask him. Next win here, vote.jup.ag got a facelift. There hasn't been a vote in a little bit. Hopefully that's going to get changed very soon. But for anyone, actually, let me just pull this up. Wait, vote. Oh, I put in the wrong thing. Vote.jup.ag. Let's take a little look at this here real quick. Why talk about it when I can show it instead? Boom. There we go. This looks pretty. I don't know. This is just me. Let me get a W in the chat if you agree that we've kind of improved the aesthetics here. Oh, I'm showing my stake JUP, which is not my intention. I thought I was disconnected. So that's fine. But you can just see everything looks a little bit cleaner here. Everything looks nice and easy. Everything that you would want to see in one place. W's in the chat. That is for sure. And optimized for mobile as well. As my guy Wake is pointing out. Shout out to the JUP and Juice podcast. Looks so good. Felt so pretty. Still can't see future ASR. That is true. But again, if you wait 20 or 30 minutes, Soju's going to talk to us about that as well. So shout out to the Jupiter team for shipping that. And then shout out to the core working group for shipping the Jupiter DAO grants live on Super Team Earn. earn.superteam.fund/grants/Jupiter-DAO-grants. Go there now and start to apply with any of your ideas up to $10,000 to just do shit that is cool for the Jupiter ecosystem. If you want a working group someday, this is the best first place to start. You can start by getting a small scale grant, possibly get a trial working group after that, possibly get a full working group, or you can just do cool stuff. And this is still the right place to be. We'll have some few ideas for you later in this call as well. That's what we call a teaser. And then another big win here. The Jupiter regional sub-communities are brewing. Jupiter's already taken over the universe. It's now taking over the planet as well. Already, just in the last week, we have Jupiter France, Jupiter Indonesia, Jupiter Arabic, and Jupiter en Espanol, which is pretty great to see. Looks so delicious, says somebody from the Indonesian community over here. Shout out, where does Indonesia rank on the usage of Jup? Isn't it like pretty high?
It's pretty high. It's like, I think it's like top 5. Yeah.
Top 5, which is crazy when you think about it, actually.
I mean, it's a pretty big country, but I was pretty surprised by, when I first learned about it, I was like, wow, like, pretty huge community there. Like one day I would love to do some offline event there. That'll be cool. I mean, it's only like 2 hours flight from here, 3 hours flight from here, something like that.
Maybe we should make this happen, actually. So regional sub-communities, if you start to blow things up and do some cool things, maybe we can arrange like Siong to come out there and Meow to come out there and I'll come out there. Have a very good time. Yeah, I see a lot of Indonesia love in the chat, which makes sense. Should I do JUP Namibia? The answer is yes, Tony. Yes, you should. And we're going to talk, if you want to do it, can we make a group for Brazil? Yes, you can. If you want to do Canada, yeah. Nigeria, yeah.
Anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world. If you want to learn more about how you can get your own local Jupiter community started, just give us 30 minutes and Soju will be up to talk about how that whole process works. But shout out to all the cadets for stepping up there. Taiwan, yes. Many more. India, yes. Yeah, it's easy. These are all
actually we should do a Taiwan meetup. I might be there next month. Maybe I can do a Taiwan meetup. That'll be cool.
Perfect. Yeah, I think you should just do a meetup everywhere you go. Basically,
I was in Kyoto last week. I was thinking to do something, but like it was a little bit too last minute. It's like, yeah, never mind. Next time then.
You did one in New Zealand or something, right? Where a bunch of people.
Yeah, I did one in New Zealand. That was pretty cool as well. Like we just have a little corner at the cafe. Like I think it's like 25 people show up. I was pretty surprised by the turnout. It was pretty last minute as well, but it was pretty cool. Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, I see a lot of people saying other countries that hopefully after this call, we're going to have like 10 new of these, 10 new ones here.
North Korea
North
will be
Korea.
interesting.
That is the only one that I think we'll keep off the list for right now. Everything else is on the table. But shout out to the communities that have already stepped up and are doing some cool things here. In the last win of the week, or second to last win of the week, Uplink, which is this working group that produces this call, just crossed 5,000 followers on Twitter. Next stop is 10, so it's 5,000 in the first 4.5 weeks, I think. Go follow Uplink on Twitter. Great memes, recap threads, everything you need to know about different products and things that are happening across the JUPiverse. If you were watching this call, I can guarantee you're going to like that Twitter page. It's going to become your favorite. Go and follow that. And I can see we just spammed that in the chat, which is great. And then one other thing, speaking of kind of IRL communities and someone talking about Canada in the chat, the Waterloo blockchain hosted the first Jupiter IRL activation where they gave out bubble tea along with buttery smooth swaps. So, 2 for 1, which is pretty cool. I just like seeing all of this like live in real life, these communities coming together. I think this is all massively cool to me, at least. All right. I think that's it. Any other wins that we missed here, Siong?
Let me think about it. Anything cool? I'm not sure anything I can share right now, but I think, yeah, we'll have more.
Okay.
We'll have more.
That's good for right now. Vinin is losing his mind right now.
It's a busy week, I would say. This week is a busy week.
This week was a busy week. That is for sure. Shout out to the University of Waterloo and shout out to everybody else on the win side. But with that said, we got business to attend to here, folks. We got to keep it moving right now. So let's get right into the product updates section of the call. So I'll let you take this forward. What have you thought of the response to Jupiter Mobile so far?
I mean, it's actually pretty cool. It's actually cool to like see the whole community like getting very excited about it. Everyone sharing about it. I think the last week was like it's been a while that we like launched such a big product. It's like an entirely new thing, and it's very humbling as well. Seeing the feedback coming in. Like we learned a ton, obviously. I would say like very cool. It's very cool experiencing like like really appreciate, like I'll say, like I really appreciate the community, like getting super excited about it, super gung-ho about it, and obviously getting a lot of feedbacks that getting the team a lot more like busy and a lot of things to improve on. Yeah,
it does indeed seem that people like it. We're just sharing. I'm just putting all these up here. Any of these that you want to read out in particular, Siong?
I mean, the one that's quite cool is I think I saw the first comment is by tiger.eth. That's the best thing ever. Managed to convert someone that's not a Solana user coming into the app. Yeah, that's the ultimate goal of the mobile app, right? Is to convert someone from other chains to start trying out Solana. Yeah,
that is true. That is a really nice one. Made Jupiter Mobile the ultimate trading companion. I think that's pretty sick. This is just like a nice, very detailed and thoughtful kind of response here. This is really a game changer for novice and seasoned traders. If you're into Solana, this app is a must-have. 5 stars all the way. It's great. I gotta say, I'd love to see all of this. GG to everybody who's on Android.
Yeah, I think one cool thing that I mean, like we actually had a long call today with Mel and everyone. It's like I think we had like a 3 hours call. It's like basically like I would say like it's after, how do I say it, like after the launch, like 1 week after, like everyone just sit down together, the Android team, the iPhone team, like just think about like how the process was like. It's actually quite cool to see everyone feedback in the teams, like how they think about it and stuff like that. I think one thing that came out from the call was that obviously there are a lot of things that we can push to make it better. But at the same time, there are also like things that we think we can improve and make it better. How do I say it? Like there are things that we can make it better in the sense that we are a very Solana focused wallet, right? And we know like Solana in and out. Like what are the things that we can make it even like make the mobile app like even better in the sense that user will feel the love that we do like for them. I think there are some cool things that we can do. Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of love, there was a question here about when are we going to get perps, DCA, etc. on the mobile app.
Yeah, soon. I think one thing that is very easy to do on this thing is like, we can put the crypto browser, like the browser into it, then people can start using it. But at the same time, we are thinking about, what other things that we can make the browser better, right? I think one thing that's very important is like, like, because if we open up the browser, you can start interacting with other websites as well. And we have to make sure that it's safe. Like, we are basically talking to a few partners right now to see what are the things they can offer to make sure that every transaction they sign, the user sign is safe. Um, Obviously, there are a few like typical like candidate like partners that out there we are talking to. That's one thing. Then the second thing is like signing usually can be quite slow, and also simulation can be quite slow as well on the crypto browser. So that's one thing that we hope that we can improve on. Yeah, we're actually doing some like native stuff. We actually like built in some like custom Rust library within the iPhone app and also the Android app that can be used to make the signing a lot faster. Yeah. So these are a few things that we're trying to improve on. Hopefully people can appreciate the kind of like effort that we put in. Yeah.
Nice. So, people, if you like it now, if you're giving it 5 stars already, you're gonna have to break out the 6 stars very soon once the rest of this stuff gets done. Because indeed, this product is a week old. There's a lot of room for improvement, that's for sure. But it's great to see people already like writing about it, already talking about ways that the feedback has been incorporated. Just love to see the community response. So, thank you for everyone that gave that feedback and left reviews over here. The documentation for Jupyter on desktop is phenomenal. Is mobile integration docs in progress?
Yeah. Actually, even the documentation right now, like I know everyone love it, but I probably shouldn't say it, but like
That means you have
my
to say it.
standard is there. Like I think we are like halfway there. We can get it even better. And that's actually one of the initiative I'm working on right now to make the desktop documentation a lot better. And I feel like we can share quite a lot of use cases for people to integrate. And the mobile integrations, yeah, like I'm not sure what are the things that you want us to share, and we would love to like like put it in the documentation as well. Then people can start using it as well. Yeah.
Very nice. Scarleton, I can't wait for governance stuff via the app, but I think more impactful on getting the app on every phone is off-ramping options as well. Are there plans for off-ramping options as well here?
I don't think it shouldn't. I think the current on-ramp partner does offer the off-ramp solution as well. We can see what we can do to make it easy to off-ramp as well.
Very cool. Actually, with that in mind, should we? Do you want to reveal what's next up on the roadmap?
Yes. So based on the feedback that we are getting, obviously the crypto browser is the number one that people have been asking for. Off-ramp is actually quite top on the list as well. The third thing is notifications. We've been thinking about notifications on how we can improve it. We actually have some cool ideas that hopefully we can do. With some partners and whatnot. I think I can just share more a little bit like what we think about notifications. One thing that we've been thinking about notification is that other than like the typical Jupyter like notification, like someone send you like USDC or so or something like that. That's the simple one we can do, obviously. But can we even make it better, right? One thing that we've been talking about during the call just now is to see whether we want to make it easy for other debt, like other like for example Camino or like Safe or like Drift, like any of these like Solana debts to send you notification as well through the Jupyter app. I think there's some things that we can do there, yeah, to make it even like a better notifications like experience for the users.
So we have dApp browser, off-ramp, and then notifications, not just for Jupyter, but you're saying notifications for any DeFi dApp or any dApp that you're using across Solana. In the chat, actually, of those three, which one would you be most excited for? Which one should be kind of prioritized here? Let's say dApp browser, off-ramp, or notifications. Let's see what people have to say here. I don't think we know the exact number. When the app is coming to Android users, I think Ben said hopefully early November is kind of like the timetable for that right now. Okay, people, the votes are in here. Whoa, we have dApp browser, dApp browser, dApp browser, dApp browser, dApp browser.
Notifications, off-ramp.
A few for off-ramp, a few for I can't even keep up with all these fast enough. But it seems like the browser is the overwhelming winner. A little bit of love for notifications as well, but dApp browser by far is crushing it. All right, that's actually very cool to see. I don't know. I don't think I would have seen it as like the. I don't think I would have known that it would have been this popular or this much in demand. that's why we do this call. And so now it's obviously something that we should be Jupiter should be prioritizing. I see Dr. Preball and a few other folks are interested about notifications as well. But just browser just unlocks loads for the app too, says Wake. I think that's probably right. So
Notification from every that might be too much. I mean, obviously, you are the one who decide, what to opt in, what to opt out, for sure.
Yeah. So to answer the hustler's question here, it would indeed be kind of like an opt-in. You decide the notifications. I think, we want to replace. We want to replace other fields. That browser and other people are saying all three would be nice to have. Says Bliss and Danica as well. So and yes,
all three, we want to do that for sure. But some takes time. Yes.
Yeah, but I think this feedback is helpful to kind of understand like where people's head are at. And this seems like pretty obvious that okay, the DApp browser is like the thing that people are banging down the doors from, which is pretty good. When ASR, we're going to talk about this in about 15 minutes. Meow for crypto. What? Okay, this surely is a doppelganger. Any link to download the mobile app? We'll put that into the chat. And Dr. Brulan says, do it all. Yeah, that is right. One question was on notifications for specific tokens or coins we wish to set the price target for. Would that be included?
Actually, there's one thing that I think we can do like very good on, like we build up all this infrastructure, we have the price API that's free for people to use. And it's actually very easy for us to monitor quite a lot of stuff as well. Yeah.
Very cool. All right. I think before all these, please, Android version. Android is an entirely different code base, which is why it's taking a little bit longer to make happen. But building this out will not slow down Android. Don't worry, folks. It's coming. I promise it's coming. Anything else that we want to say about the mobile app here, Siong?
Yes. And like obviously, again, I have to repeat it again. Like ask your parents, ask your like siblings, like ask anyone to download it, and like obviously, leaving a good review will be very helpful. I think it took us a while to like get ranked on like some of the keywords that we really want, because like obviously really appreciate all the downloads, like help boost the reputation of the mobile app a little bit. And now people are like like can easily find in the App Store, which is cool. Yeah.
That is right. Cool. Well, hopefully this gets better and better from here. We'll have updates regularly with new features coming out, or Jupiter will have updates regularly with new features coming out. But speaking of new things coming out, should we talk about Ape.Pro? Do people know about Ape.Pro in the chat? Can you give me a little yes or no if you know what I'm talking about when I say Ape.Pro? I can't remember how much it's been covered on this call before, besides some very vague allusions. So I've seen some yeses. All right, some good yeses, but also some nos. Interesting.
I mean, I can talk a little bit more about it. So basically,
yes.
Like I mentioned earlier, right? Jupiter is not like just aggregating everything right now. We want to make sure that we are trading everything, right? And the landscape of trading right now is actually very interesting, because you have the normal trading using the Jupiter wallet, using the Phantom wallet, like sign in on the desktop, then you log in with your wallet, connect with your wallet, then you can start buying or selling anything on the Jupiter website. So that's one segment of the whole trading, like I would say like a pie chart. Imagine this is a pie chart. One segment right there. Then you have this segment that people use the mobile app to trade, right? People who are on the go, like using Phantom to trade. Like, I mean, now we have a solution for it, right? The Jupiter app. So we are like, going to this particular pie chart right now. Then there's another pie chart. It's like, this whole like a group of traders who be using like tools like Bongbot, like Photon, and like your BlueX. Obviously these are like like partners, and also like friendly competition as well, right? To make sure that it's very interesting, right? This sector of traders, what they do is like they have their like wallet being like custodial by the app provider, right? In this case, like Photon or BlueX, and people just go onto the website and start buying things. And the cool thing about it is that something that Jupiter website cannot do is that behind the scene, because the keeper, or like the job, like runner, whatever we call it, like the keeper is submitting the transaction on behalf of the user. So there are a few things that can optimize a lot better than just going to the Jupiter website to buy and sell, right? Basically, Ape.Pro is going into this particular segment. It's like we call it the pro traders. Like they know what they're doing. They just want to optimize for the experience. Like they want a lot more information on the token they're trading. They want all the graph and everything. They want to see all the like all the information they want before they go into buying a token. So this is basically what Ape.Pro is about. This is the segment that we are targeting right now. Yeah. And the last segment is basically the everyone else, right? The normies, like people who come on people have no idea what Solana is about, but they don't mind download the app to start trading and buying stuff, right? And I would say like the people who are doing a very good job on this segment right now is Moonshot. They are doing a very good segment of this. People who are trading on it, like they have no idea. It's actually a blockchain behind it. They just know that, okay, I want to buy this thing, I want to do this thing. Yeah. It's I would say four big segments. The typical crypto user, the mobile user, the poor traders, and like the normies. Yeah.
The full coverage is starting to get there, I think, is what you can start to see. So this is kind of embarking into a new area. And there's no better way to really talk about this than to just show.
Actually, yeah, let me try it out. Like, I'm not sure how I can share my screen. Like, people can take a look into how it works. Okay.
Let's have it. Let's have it, folks. Screen. First time ever, we're showing this in public. Ape.Pro. Okay. We're gonna do some live trading with Siong. Let's see if it works. Is Moonshot using Jupiter Infra? They are using Jupiter Swap, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, they are.
I had Molu Kash. Having the notifications on the left and the cams on the right is amazing for when I cut content for JUP. Appreciate you, Molu. You're doing great work. People should go check out Molu's work.
Can people see it now? I'm wondering. Yeah.
Bam! Here it is. Wait, let's do it like this.
Yeah. So basically, the one cool thing about the Ape.Pro product is that it's very easy to log in the sense that you can use email, you can use Twitter, you can use Facebook, anything like that. You can also use the Phantom as well if you really want to. We basically will create a semi-custodial wallet using I would say something like Web3 Auth, which is our partner. It's a MPC wallet. It's a lot safer because the key is split into three parties here. So in case that if you lose your secret phrase or anything like that, you can still recover it. And we think it's slightly safer because we are not the ones storing it in the DB in plain text or anything like that. If something happened to the DB, then people can hijack it, stuff like that. Obviously, the first thing you land on the page is they will see this actually this is the first page, not this page. So you see this new token page that it basically track all the new tokens that coming online on Solana right now live. All these are new tokens. You can see immediately how many people are buying it, transaction that's how many people are buying it, how many people are selling it, the volume of the buy volume, the sell volume, the market cap. And you can also see all this different information as well. I think it's quite important as well, whether the mint authorities disable the freeze authorities disable, whether LP is burned, what's the top 10 holders. One of the problems is sometimes the token if too many people, if some some insider created the token, then they bought it out and stuff like that, then immediately you can look at this if too many, only one or two people holding more than 15% of the tokens, then some insider having controlling it, things like that. The very cool thing about it is that you see this thing coming down, right? Actually, I would love to see what people are commenting as well. Yeah. You see this thing, all the new tokens are streaming in. Actually, the way I use it is I actually have multiple I will have a multiple Ape.Pro going on. Then I would usually stack them side by side, right? Like this. I'm not sure people can see this. Yeah. Cool. And one thing that's very cool is that we make it mobile friendly as well. Usually I have 2 tab open. Then I will go to I'll go to the Hunt Gem and see what are the cool new tokens that are coming out. One thing that I focus on usually is the graduating soon, and these are the tokens that almost hit the cap on Pump Fund. Yeah.
So can you close your sidebar just so we can see it a little bit better here over on the side?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it
over on the left side? Your arc sidebar. It'll just make the window a little bit bigger.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Let me hide the sidebar. Yes.
Yeah. There you go.
Yes. So that's usually how I trade as well. Like, one cool thing, I think there are a few like very cool like little features on that we do is like, if you hover over the thing, the whole thing will stop scrolling. It doesn't like disrupt your whole like hovering as well, so they can easily tap into the thing that you want to buy. But once you hover over it, you can start seeing all the new tokens streaming now. That's quite cool. Then yeah, so these are some of the tokens that you can see as well. Like graduation, like this is basically tracking all the pump farm tokens. I think the team is working on Moonshot integration as well, and obviously you can buy all the graduate token as well. From this particular page. Yeah.
Do you want to click into one of the token pages though to show the next feature that I think is pretty sick?
Okay. Usually the first thing I look at, right, is like top 10. So 15% usually means quite good. Like not all too many insider holding the tokens. Bakso, is Bakso I thought Bakso is like an Indonesian's like soup noodle things, but I think let's buy it. Like so the cool thing here is that obviously you can see like the price, like how long the token has been alive. So like for 17 minutes right now. Wow, actually for 17 minutes, 2 million market cap. That's actually pretty cool. And the FDV is close to 2 million, liquidity about 80,000. You can see like the checklist as well. The mean authority is disabled, the freeze authority is disabled. LP is not burned because this token just graduated, and our top 10 holder is like less than 15%. I think it's a pretty good token to buy. Let's like let's do something crazy. Yeah. So if you click on it, this thing will like start. Our behind the scenes, our keeper will help you to like snipe these particular tokens, and we can click it multiple times as well to see how fast you go.
The joy of the live tech demo. Do you mind closing the one on the left side just so we can see the single coin trading page a little bit more clearly?
Yeah. Yes.
Can you just oh yeah, or you could do.
So this thing, like when it's great, like see, yeah, now it's done. They immediately tell you how much you have bought for this particular token. So when the token is migrating from Pump Fund to Radium, then you will see this like thing showing up as well. Yeah, it's actually quite cool.
Very nice. And then
let me pick something that
just pick something else.
Yeah. Okay, Cobra sounds pretty cool. Let me check. Okay, 30% is okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh shit, it's too late.
Gotta move faster here. These meme coins wait for nobody. So yeah.
Yes.
Folks, this is obviously, by the way, a demo, very much not financial advice. Do not buy any tokens. As you can tell, this is not a lot of like due diligence that's going on over here. This is purely just a way to like show you how the platform works and looks.
My lady sounds pretty cool. Let's do it.
So you're up already 50% over on Bakso.
Okay. Yes. Hey. So we can see my P&L right here in real time. That's actually pretty cool. So whoa, I'm up pretty like quite a lot. Should I sell it? Let's sell it.
Yeah. Right.
Actually, no. Let's keep half of it. Like we have to write it up. Let's sell half of it.
Moonbags, always worthwhile. Yeah, do not buy it now, D Frank. Do not buy it now.
Nice. Wow, actually, it's a pretty good deal. Wow.
I mean, now you're down 31%, right? And now you're back up
80%. Now I'm gone. Now he's gone. Oh, this is actually quite fun.
Okay. We're gonna have a Siong just live trading sometime soon. But we can see. I think we should, the planetary call effect, the wealth effect. I think we should drop. Why don't we put some SOL into one random token, and then we can just come at the end of the call and we'll see how it's doing, and we'll see what the.
Actually, true. That's a good idea. Yeah. Which one should we do?
I can't even see what they're saying, honestly. Let's see the.
Okay. Let me find one. Okay, let me find one. Bakso is pretty good. Wow, there's so many Bakso right now. What the hell?
What is going on with Bakso? I think what's cool about this for folks that are watching as Siong looks for this token here, you can see the speed, right? Like the tokens, as soon as they're up there, you see them there. Because if there's one thing that degen traders want or pro traders want, it is to be the first to see it and to have that continuous data flow. So you can see that for example, the P&L updates every, half a second. So you know exactly when you can smash that sell button. So that speed is really important, both on the usage and on the number of tokens and when they're on there, which I think is pretty sick. OPAX is saying, please sell all the Bakso, Siong.
Oh,
which is
really?
gonna be-
So, oh no, I just doubled down on it. Like,
okay.
I think
down
we are
on
going
it,
to.
yeah. Take that.
I just
OPAX.
bought one soul, Bakso. Then we can come back and see what happens. Maxwell the cat as well. Let's buy like one soul. Like, actually, hold on. 46%. No. Too many people
They can
owning it.
see they can see the love in your eyes right now. So they can tell we're not going to talk about anything else on this call besides just trading
Okay,
meme
cool.
coins for the next 2
I think
hours.
we need to stop. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
If not, this call is going to drag on for like another like 1 or 2 hours. But the cool thing about this is that it's going to go live tomorrow. I think it's 9 p.m. maybe around around this time. Like hopefully people can sign up and try it out. Yep.
I think it's pretty good. All right, so we have our bags packed. We'll figure out what is going to come. We'll come back at the end of the call. We'll see how it goes. But when is it? Bakso is where it's all about. When is it live, Tony? It's going to be live tomorrow evening Singapore time, tomorrow afternoon UTC, I believe. So tomorrow you will all be able to see this. Like I said, this is the first time anybody is seeing this in in public here. Give me a little W in the chat if you're excited to try out Ape.Pro. Just drop a little W in. And do not buy
financial advice.
Do not buy Bakso. I'm going to tell you right now. Do not. Siong is turning into the Pied Piper of meme coins, and it's shilling the bags. The man does one live trading session, becomes a meme coin KOL. You got it. We will
burn it. We will burn it. Like if it goes up, we will burn it. We'll burn everything.
Should we burn it or should we give it away to somebody on the call?
Actually, we should give it away. Yeah, that's the even better idea.
That's nice. That's the give it back to the Catdets. So one lucky person will get everyone here, but I hope the Bakso goes up so that one lucky person will get any of the rewards that come out of this at the end of the call. Too late. I already bought. Please don't do that. But the W's are flowing in the chat.
Yes, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah. You'll get a chance to try out Ape.Pro tomorrow. Reminder. Meme coins is a dangerous thing. You should know what you're doing. Make sure that you're kind of approaching this with money that you can afford to lose in case it goes down. All those other kind of disclaimers are out there. But if you like trading meme coins as much as Siong does, Ape.Pro is the place to be. That much is very clear and obvious to me now. All right. With that, the chat is still bro cooked one soul in 2 minutes. Yeah, this is what happens when you're the co-founder of Jupiter, folks. You kind of have this sixth sense for the markets that you're able to do. All right. With that said, Soju, aka the legal department over at Jupiter, is having a heart attack right now. So let's bring him up on stage and help him relax a little bit in a section all about the JUP, which is the people that make Jupiter great. It is, in fact, the Rizzlord, the hardest working cat. Drop a little jam in the chat for Soju, everybody, please.
Soju, do you buy any Bakso?
No, I didn't. I was just watching you buy.
Do not buy Bakso, please. What is Bakso?
No idea.
Is it some Indonesian food? I saw somebody in the chat saying
It's it's actually some Indonesian food, like some soup noodle things. Yes. Yeah.
Well done. Onboarding the next generation of Indonesian users.
It's a good stuff. Soju, you got some updates for us, brother. Tell me, what is going on across the JUP?
Jam. I'm just here to give a quick update on like the most frequently asked questions over the last 2 weeks, which is ASR. Talked a little bit about deBridge, as well as sharing about a simple new idea that I have, and I think Kash and friends really agree with. So I think deBridge actually came on the Jupiter vote a long time ago, and it's been a long time coming. They worked very closely with us to experiment all these new things. So the key things that come to mind is that deBridge actually built out an entire suite of like interacting with Jupiter LFG from any chain through their infrastructure. You can like deposit into the Alpha Vault from another chain, or you can claim an airdrop like with any EVM wallet, and it's amazing. Then they wanted to also offer whitelisting for the people that deposit into the Alpha Vault. So we sort of worked with them all of this over the past few months to like do all of this. And finally, the deBridge LFG Vault period is over. What's next is trading beginning at 8 a.m. UTC tomorrow, roughly 24 hours from the vault closing and about 16 hours or so from now. So I think it's pretty hype because like, yeah, it's the first time we see such like traction from all the chains like trying to interact with RLG, and we want to bring RLG as a concept to like more people. So this is something that we're very excited about. And once we're all done and dusted with deBridge, we're going to move on with ASR, which is something that everyone has been looking forward to. ASR, after the vote passed a few months ago, we have ASR for another year now.
Sorry, just to interrupt you real quick, Soju. What is ASR for some of the new folks who are on the call for the first time? We have a lot of acronyms across the Jupiterverse.
Sorry.
It's good to clarify. Yeah.
Thanks for the reminder. I think for people like us who believe and who like work on Jupiter fucking 16 hours a day. But yeah, ASR is like an experiment that Jupiter is trying. Voting and doing governance stuff on Solana is very cheap, so you don't actually have to burn too much money doing participating in governance. But we know that Jupiter's users are very retail heavy. Jupiter's holders are really like retail folks who just use and love the app, and we want to like give them a very strong reason to be involved in like Jupiter's day-to-day proceedings, the votes, and also get them more JUP, like JUP into the hands of these retail folks. So we came out with something called active staking reward. We call it ASR. The DAO has voted to renew it for another year. But basically, every 3 months, we will be here and we will dish out the ASR rewards of the 3 months. And this quarter's rewards will come on Friday. So on Friday, you can be able to see your rewards. On Monday, you'll be able to claim them. And this time, it will be JUP and Cloud. And the next ASR will be JUP and probably deBridge or other LFG tokens that might launch in the period. And one thing that we are very proud of is that we've actually noticed that in the past like few months, we have seen like tremendous like progress in terms of getting more voters involved in Jupiter DAO, in the Jupiterverse. We've also launched many new features like the inform, like we have a lot of cool things like the new newsletter, we have new upgrades to the DAO page, and we want to take this opportunity to like do another fun vote, to do another like vote where people can just participate and be a part of Jupiter easily without like making too worried or too stressed that they're making the right or wrong decision. So we'll be doing another fun vote after ASR sometime next week or before next week, or like after next week, maybe. And then after that, it will be the important votes like the working group votes and Jubilee votes. But hopefully this fun vote will help reorientate the community again with the new platform, with the newsletter, with the new vote page, and then we move on from there. And I think like a lot of people have been asking us about cloud tokens. I've seen them as well. So, but basically, what we're doing for cloud tokens, which we will be able to see on the site as well tomorrow, is that we're distributing cloud tokens to voters in the second period of ASR, which is this period. And we're also distributing additional set of cloud tokens if you had voted in Centum's vote, LFG round 2. And as per always, you don't have to actually vote for Centum to get the tokens. But if you have participated in that round, you will get cloud tokens as well. So the JUP is divided across the 4 votes that happened in quarter 2, but cloud is divided across 5 votes, the 4 and the vote in the past. Hope that answers the questions.
Ah, very nice. So wait, so just to confirm there, you said that as long as you voted in that round of LFG, even if you didn't vote for Sanctum, Sanctum is still going to give you some extra cloud rewards.
Yeah, because for us and for Sanctum and for our LFG clients, it's never about you vote for me, here's some tokens. It's always about just encouraging the activity, the discussion around the votes. Yeah.
It sounds like one letter in my mind, maybe repeated 3 times. Sounds a little TBT to me. I like this. I like this. Yeah. Not vindictive, not being like, hey, only if you voted for us, you were rewarded. I think that's pretty great. Soju streaming from his massive closet.
My massive table.
I think one thing very cool is that like like the new renew ASR reward, like I know Mel worked very hard on it to get people excited about it. Like I feel like very grateful for the community to like pass it as well. We have one more year of ASR.
One more year of ASR, which is great. Just to answer this question from Nasir and anybody else that missed it just now, the deBridge allocation for ASR will come in the next claim, not in this claim, because deBridge is not out yet. Is the kind of simple reason.
I want to talk about that a little bit more. People have been asking us this question because to be fair to this question, people ask this question. deBridge is joining us tomorrow, so on Friday and on Monday it will be a live token. But one thing that's very important with these rewards is that you shouldn't get deBridge tokens if you weren't willing to hold even for like a month or 2 months or 3 months for it. And ASR of the LFG tokens is designed to be like 3 months, up to 3 months after this project launch the tokens. So the community knows that it has to be aligned with the project at least for a period of roughly maybe 2 to 3 months. So deBridge, while it will be out tomorrow and live on the market, it will not be out in ASR in the period. But we'll probably do something similar to Cloud, where we also like involve the people who voted during the deBridge round or voters in this period. We will have to figure that out again. Yeah, but this is a very
Indeed.
common question.
It's a common question, but remember, folks, the whole point of the voting process is to identify projects that are not just hyped, but that you think have a like long-term future. Because remember, the tokens go to the DAO. So this is the kind of premise behind here, that there's an incentive to vote for the best projects, not just the project that your friend works at or whatever else for exactly this reason.
And if you want deBridge, you have to participate in the next few votes on this period. So welcome to the Jupiter DAO.
There was another question. There's been a few questions in the chat, so we might as well address this right now as well. Let me see if I can scroll up and find it. There was a question about the JUP ASR will not be auto staked. I believe it will be auto. It will be sent directly to your stake account, just like last time.
Just like last time, yeah.
Okay. There was another question. Here it is. Can you guys give us some more information about Jubuary? Meow said there will be a yes or no vote, but has the team discussed criteria yet?
Not yet. The criteria has not been discussed yet. There's still 3 more months. So the token launch January 30th. Then I think we still have 3 months. Mel is going to work on some the essay to talk more about it and share more details about it and stuff like that.
Yeah. I think for the Jubilee vote and for ASR, it's these are community emissions. So these are tokens from the community multi-sig. If the community is against it, then those tokens will not be come out of the multi-sigs and go into circulation. And there's a separate discussion on the criteria, which the community and the team will do it together after the snapshot or the cross-passing day. But I can say that internally we are discussing about how should next year Jubilee be? If we have one, should we throw this big party? Should we do some more community and activations around the world? Stuff like that. Jupiter has come a very long way in the past year, and I'm very excited to see what we can do next January 31st to showcase the difference.
I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm after I would love to see how the community participate, but this will be a fun one. Yeah.
It will be an intense vote. That much is sure, but don't worry. We'll have tons of pros and cons all discussed on this call so that everyone can make an informed decision when the time comes. There's a question here from Nicola about missed claims on previous ASR. Soju.
Yeah. So the missed claims for the 4 million JUP or so from the last ASR that was not claimed. These tokens are currently sitting in the community multi-sig and can be used for future community emissions. We can't redistribute it or whatever because the tokens are now sitting in the community's treasury. So we can't go in and take the money out and do something with it. But future discussions, votes, proposals will pull from it. We'll pull from that bucket as well. Yeah.
There's a lot of people in the chat who are saying things around no Jubilee, just extend ASR. Interesting. Yeah. That's gonna be a fun one. The debate is gonna be pretty intense when that one happens. That is for sure. But all right, folks. So hopefully all the people that were asked about when ASR, Friday you get to know how much you're getting. Monday you get your tokens. There it is. That is the short answer for you all. You want to talk a little bit about Jupiter Regional as well here, Soju?
Sure. I think so in a few months ago, with me, Kash, and Mel were all in the same place in Dubai. We were doing this exciting 3Gs call. I hope people still remember. But we basically outlaid a 3-step plan. And the first step of the plan was the great migration with Jupiter Mobile, in where we just want to help everyone use crypto or help everyone become a crypto user. And finally, after so many months, the app is out on iOS. Android will be launching next, and Ape.Pro will be launching as well, and Ape.Pro actually offers social logins. So Ape.Pro and the Jupiter mobile apps are now the new ways you can start using crypto easily. And I think Jupiter is entering this next stage of our journey where we are ready, where the tech is strong, the community is strong, the onboarding flows are easy, and it's really time to accelerate the great migration and help bring everybody onto Solana, start trading, start using this product, start using DeFi. And this is something that me and the team is very excited about. So Jupiter Regional is just something that I'm very passionate about, and it's going to be one of many initiatives run all over the place to grow the DAO, grow the platform and its users. But basically, the backstory Jupiter Regional is that right before joining Jupiter, I spent like a few months of my life flying around to Korea, Vietnam. I would carry 2 laptops in my bag and carry a banner of my product. And I would set up at cafes and I'll talk to people, I'll learn from them, get feedback. And this is how I used to grow products like on the ground around the world. And that's what I want to do basically again. So I posted a tweet, but basically I call it like small scale onboarding, but at a global scale all around the world. And Waterloo Blockchain Cup was the first ones who did it, and I think Kash shared the photos just now. But basically, the team and me, we are here to like help facilitate anyone who's anywhere in the world who wants to do something small to like. If you want to set up a table somewhere and give away free coffee for trying out Jupiter Mobile, please do it. Give me a quick pitch. You get USDC, go and do it. Take some photos, post it on Twitter. Because as Mel always says, if it's not on Twitter, it didn't happen. So we have to do it. So I think like there's a lot of things we need to do, right? So we need to onboard new people to crypto. We need to see what people say when they're using a Jupiter Mobile for the first time. Like understand what issues they face, improve them, and sort of like reiterate quickly on a global scale. And that's what I believe Jupiter Regional hopefully will be. And this will be a small part of everyone's efforts to drive the great migration all around the world. So the great migration is here. Onboard people, help grow our products. I have ideas if we need them. Execute whatever
Can
else.
we build like a page for like people to see all these things that are happening around the world? Like, you know, if I happen to be like in this part of the world and there's like something nearby that's happening, I would love to like, you know, check it out as well. Like obviously a lot of people here as well. Yeah.
There was the JUP.eco had a calendar, if I remember correctly, right?
Oh wow,
Yeah.
then that would be cool. Yeah, like the calendar to see what's happening. And now everything's popping up.
Yeah, someone who does this very well is, have you ever heard of Super Team? So I'm sure we'll figure it out.
Yeah, maybe I might have a tip or two. We're doing like 500 events a month right now through Super Team, which is crazy.
Fuck, that's crazy.
Yeah, 10,000 people IRL every month come to a Super Team event.
There's like 4 events this week in Singapore alone. Like,
yeah, it's shout out to all the Super Team leads who make the magic happen. But yeah, absolutely, I'm sure we could figure out some nice things to do here to make it a little bit easier to keep track of it all. But Soju, so the way to get involved in Jupiter Regional is to just spam your DMs. Am I hearing that correctly?
The way to get involved is just get started and start doing stuff. If you feel like you need a bit of support in terms of like paying for drinks or getting a photo of Mel printed so you can stick it onto your wall and people walk by, like if you need those things, we are here to help. The JUP DAO also has this excellent grants program, as Kash has mentioned, that like the JUP DAO mainly covers like enthusiasm work that like they are results driven. For us, we are more cost driven, just trying to facilitate and I make it free at least for any enthusiastic person to like start up. I think my personal tip will be to start small, find what works for you. Then once you start getting results, keep doing it, and then start getting other people to like do it as well. Quite similar to how I remember Kash started Super Team India, but yeah.
That's a whole different story. Shout out to Akshay Dunme on that one. But in any case, we have I think hopefully, at least if the chat is any indication, Jupiter is going to be present in Brazil, in Taiwan, and a bunch of other countries that were out there as well. So
yeah, like
Indonesia's already got it going on. And just to be clear on this, creating those Twitter accounts is permissionless.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this right now and you want to kind of further the Jupiter cause in your country, create a Twitter account, start posting, start getting people into the cause, decentralize the meta, push forward decentralization everywhere.
Other than Waterloo, I actually have like 6 other people who have already pitched, got funding, gonna run a booth in like the next 1 month or so. So it's gonna go exponential, I think, and that's the idea. Yeah.
Cozy D is saying when Ukraine is whenever you start the event in Ukraine. This is a call to action for you to get into it. That is the point, which is pretty great. All right, that is Jupiter Regional. I think that's pretty cool. We have one other little quick section in the JUP. By the way, your estimate is just totally fucked. It's already at 1 hour and 4 minutes. We still have like 3 more sections to go.
It's all right. That's how it goes.
That's how it goes. That's all right. It's not my first rodeo. This last little slide is called "We Would Love Soju." What would we love?
Yeah, I think with me, Cash, Siong, Mel, we all talked about like what we want to see around like cadets who want. If you are a very enthusiastic and ambitious cadet and you want to do something but not so sure what to do, don't worry, we have ideas. Cash, do it.
So the first one here says DevRel.
Yeah,
Siong,
I think
maybe
this one is actually very like one thing that I've been thinking about a lot is that like I mean like I mentioned earlier, right? I think our documentation is great, but it can be even better. To like onboard more people on like a lot of different API that we have right now. We have the pricing API, the SOP API, the POAP API coming up. Then so a bunch of different things. The team is working very hard to improve the documentation to get it better. But obviously, like just the documentation alone is not enough. Ideally, we can get people start using it as well. Obviously, when they start using it, they will have questions. And actually, if you are in the Discord channel, I'm the one answering all the questions right now, like almost every day. And hopefully, like we can get more people working together. I mean, not just me. Like obviously, there are some like community members are very helpful as well.
Yeah.
Notorious by Pro Notorious. I think that's like his username. Like amazing guy. He has been very helpful for a lot of new people coming in. But hopefully we can set up something more, structured and get people to be more excited about.
To jump in here, because I see some folks not sure in the chat. So DevRel stands for Developer Relations. And the basic point is, how can you make it easier for people to build on top of the Jupyter APIs? As we've talked about many times, more than $100 million has been earned by other people building on top of Jupyter's APIs. The question is, how do you make that even easier to do? So it's not just the big teams, but it's the little guy in Indonesia or Nigeria or the girl in whatever the Philippines that can build here. So this might include things like improving the documentation. Siong was just saying. It might include things like making tutorial videos. It might include things beyond that entirely. I don't even know what else might come into it.
Actually, one thing that I've been thinking about is like like something like a live coding. Like if you have some ideas that you want like one of the team member to implement, we can probably do a live sections. Like with the browser open up, cursor there, just like like just go for it. Then you can learn along the way. Then we will update the video, to YouTube or whatever.
Jay says it sounds like you need to be a dev to help with that. The answer is yes. You need to be at least a little technical. You don't necessarily need to be the greatest developer in the world, but you need to be able to understand developer things. If you're interested in doing this kind of stuff, you should just get out there and start doing it. And potentially once you started doing it, apply for a grant as well to help kind of further those efforts. My personal opinion, there should be a DevRel working group just in the long term. And we just need to find people who are eager and passionate and capable to kind of staff that up. The second thing that we'd love to see, you're not a developer, you say DevRel is not for me. The second one here is build in public. I'll talk about this one a little bit because it's high on my wish list. This one, I'm going to tell you right now, stole this idea completely. Shamelessly stole this idea from our homies over at the Galactic Geckos. Shout out to all the geckos. I don't know if we have any geckos in the chat right now, but they do this super cool thing that helps the community earn. And I want to see some more of that happening here as well, which is specifically, they have a group inside of their community that helps people learn how to monetize on Twitter, right? What are the strategies, the tactics that you can use to start to get better at Twitter? I think that's really great, but I want to take that one step further for Jupyter. Because at Jupyter, what is the one thing we have learned through all of the working groups, right? Is it the importance of building in public? That's what this call is right now. Like talking about how things are going in public is a super critical skill. And would love to see people hosting workshops, putting together documentation, recording videos, making it easier for other cadets to start working in public, whether that's events or something else entirely. So if that sounds like the kind of thing that you are passionate about, is like helping people get their message out, helping people understand how they can broaden their reach, start doing some stuff, maybe apply for a grant to take that forward even further. That one is a big one for me. And I see that Solid is on my side at the very least. There will be a Catdets Corner after this. But anyway, the build in public, I think, is at the heart of the PPP kind of mission here. Wake knows better than anybody how important that is. So finding some folks that can help upskill and level up other folks in the community, I think would be really important. The next one we have here is product feedback. Soju, you want to talk about this one?
Yeah, I think like for us, Jupiter really relies on our users telling us their opinions or like what we can do better. That's why we have these like product leads like Joe, Sian, Ben, myself, YY, Siong. We all spend our time on Twitter, hearing comments on users, hearing ideas, and like reiterating feedback. So we just want to like keep that fire going, and we think that like having a group of people who specializes or like who focus on like helping more feedback come up and get propagated to the team correctly, like so when we know that the feedback comes in, we know whether this feedback is like something that's widely like known or like encouraged, or whether it's just one guy's opinion, which is all important to us. But it's good to like have this like more formal process, especially as our products like grow wider. Like now we have the whole of Ape.Pro over there. We have Lot, we have Swap, we have Bridge. It's starting to get a bit hard for anyone of us to keep up well, but that's why we need the community's help here to do this better. Also, is very important to us. Yeah.
Very cool. And then that leaves one other thing that we'd love to see: product demos.
Yeah, I think so. For us, our products, we spend a lot of time like making cool shit. So I think, for example, one of the cool shits that we did is dynamic seepage, but we don't spend nearly as much time making sure that everyone knows exactly how this cool shit does, why this cool shit is so cool. And that's because we're too busy building more cool shit. So having a group of people that like really exemplifies like and thoughts about each various product and why it's amazing. For example, DCA is amazing in its own way, dynamic seepage is amazing, terminal is amazing. Like how do we demo these products more regularly and like distribute these like things out into the world will be quite important as Jupiter grows and launches more cool shit around the place. Yeah.
That's right. So, folks, here's the message loud and clear. Go do cool stuff in any of these dimensions. If you need resources to support you, that is why the grants program exists, to help make that easier for you as well. Basically, the long and short of it, just want to see more contribution from the community. That's the idea, that as a community, we get stronger when more people are building it. The nature of decentralization is not the absence of leaders, it is the abundance of them. And that's what we need out of everybody here in the community, to step up, take that leadership role in, and start to help people, whether it's on the DevRel, whether it's a building in public, whether it's with a feedback, whether it's with demos, or anything else that you want to do. That is the point here. We're here to empower. All right.
That's it started. Yeah, let's go.
Let's get started. I think we just about did it. Drop a little PPP for me in the chat if you are with me on this, because this really is that mindset fully, just helping other folks get bigger and better. All right, the PPPs are flowing in. Soju, any final words from your end before we go to our partner?
Nope, I think I'm just looking forward to all of these people. If you're doing any of these 4 teams or doing any of the regional feedback, just reach out to me, make tweets, and you'll definitely get noticed very quickly, and the team will be there to support. And so will the rest of the Jupivers. Looking forward to it, guys.
There we go. Thank you, everybody. All right. With that said, get out of here, Soju. Get out of here. You can bring your girlfriends, your wives back out now, your daughters, and so on. Soju,
from the closet. Not just one, like maybe couples.
So people in the chat, by the way, are saying that Baxo is going crazy right now. Let's actually just check this back out. How are we doing on Baxo? So you're up $230 on Baxo. You're up 75% so far.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Not bad. Yeah. I was kind of assuming that you would lose it all, quite honestly.
NFA. Now I feel
NFA,
like, you know,
do not buy Baxo. Do not buy it. This is like I really clicked on the first one that came up, but interesting. So we'll come back to that at the end of the call, and one lucky person is going to go home with all of it. So we'll see how that goes. Okay. Anyway, with that said, let's bring up our next guest. Siong, do you actually want to introduce Omer? I know you guys have been working closely together.
Yes, Omer is, has been an amazing guy. Have been helping us, since the beginning. Has been very helpful on like setting all the parameters, assessing the risk on the POAP product. I think we started working together when it's like still 100, like under 100 million or something like that. Then now we are like 750 million TVL right now. More than like 100 billion trading volume. Yeah. So, has been very helpful. Now we added a new engagement, which is the Oracle. And, their team has been very helpful on all our feedback as well, all our, demanding features. Like, can you get this up running for us? Like, usually they will get it. The turnaround time is like, a few days, and we'll get something immediately.
Well, with that said, let's bring him up here. He has a pair of AirPods, clearly. But Omer, the founder of Chaos Labs. Omer, are you with us?
Hey guys, can you hear me?
We
Yes,
can hear
yes,
you,
yes.
but we can only see.
Yeah, I
the
don't
head.
know. The camera is on and it's pointed at me. I think it like the still is stuck. Maybe let me try to disconnect
Try
the
going to
camera.
settings in StreamYard and then changing the camera in the dropdown. I think maybe that might just refresh.
I see. Here. Cool. I think this should work now.
And
Yes,
there
yes.
he
We can
is.
see your hamster face right now.
There we go. There we go.
Hey guys, what's up?
Omer, thanks for being patient. Obviously, it's
yeah.
been a bit of a long journey to get here, but we are excited to have you on. What can you tell the people about Edge by Chaos Labs?
Well, a ton. First of all, thank you for having us. A quick background about Chaos. We're the market leader today in risk optimization, and we rolled out about 3 to 4 months ago Edge oracles, and really Jupiter was like the crown jewel of this. We had worked with them for months in order to build the best in market, fastest, most precise and reliable price oracle. Amazing feedback from the team, and it all culminated, I think, in Singapore several weeks ago. We got to actually fly out and work for a week kind of in person on site with Siong, Julian, Soju, Hao, Meow, and the rest of the team, and really announced it, a token. So far, the Oracle, I think, is nearing 50 billion in transactions volume processed, which is just a crazy number and a testament to kind of the product market fit perps has found on Jupiter. And in addition to the price oracle itself, we also provide the risk parameters. So open interest, caps, funding rates, which assets to list. Behind the scenes, we're working super closely with Siong and team on a daily basis, just to make sure that we can give everything that the community wants and provide it in a way that's secure and scalable.
So I'm here on edgebychaos.com. Tell me, what am I looking at over here? Walk us through it a little bit.
Yeah, so Edge is the real kind of unlock and what's different in how Chaos Labs is building oracles is that we have this incredibly like intelligent off-system engine. And teams used to need to kind of take them manually and update the parameters. And instead, we want to deliver everything in a streamlined way via the oracle itself. So there are 3 sub offerings in Jupiter. The first is the price oracle. So every single trade somebody places on the Jupiter per platform is priced by the Edge Oracle network that comes from Chaos Labs. So if you've seen like better pricing, like lower latency, higher precision over the few months, that's been part of the update. Along with that, and I think one of the things that we've been super excited about is just the improvement in performance. So Siong can speak to the exact metrics, but payload size and therefore also cost has reduced by 80% since using Edge. So it's cheaper to do the same action with better pricing data with Edge Oracle, and also price staleness has gone down by over 70% as well as the latency. So that's the price oracle. That's the first thing that the community knows because they're already using. Siong, do you want to like add to that part on the perf or the overall UX on the price so far?
Yeah, I mean, like so far, like what Omer mentioned, right? The transaction size is a lot, smaller. And the good thing about it is that, instead of like doing before that, we have like we need a separate, like keeper to push the price on chain. Now with the smaller transaction size, everything can be put in one transaction, and you can just submit it. Make the experience a lot faster. I'm pretty sure, like like during congestion time, like in the past, like the perps product will suffer quite a lot. But now, obviously, in the last like since launch, I think like 4 or 5 months, 3-4 months right now, like people, I'm pretty sure the traders on pubs can experience it as well. The performance has been like amazing. Yeah.
So that's great. That's on the price oracle, but Jupiter is also like in the process of using the risk oracles too. So like one of the things that's actually not a good UX is markets in crypto, they change so quickly. In order to be secure and kind of have the exchange reflect the current state of the market, the application needs to update as well. And again, historically across all of DeFi or on-chain finance, it's been done manually. With risk oracles, it's a direct connection to our system. It happens in a secure way, basically seamlessly giving the Jupiter exchange like a real-time API. So that is also really exciting, and it's going to allow the application and the exchange to increase open interest when suddenly there's a spike in volume and improvement in market liquidity, but also protect itself in the case that things turn the other way. So this is exciting. It's live for GMX, it's live for Radiant, going live with Aave, and a bunch of others that are going to be announced over the coming weeks, but quickly becoming an industry standard. The next thing, which is like, I'll pause here. Siong, if you wanted to add something on the risk oracles before I talk about.
I think one very cool use case about this particular risk oracle I can give is that, for example, over the week, trading volume usually like spike up during the weekdays, then it go down during the weekend. So that's one thing that we can, just using the risk oracle to manage the lending the borrow rate on POAPs as well. Obviously over the during the weekday we can lower the borrow rate because it's the volume is a lot higher. Then over the weekends, like when volume goes down, then we can increase the borrow rate to make sure that we are competitive with the central exchanges, at the same time making sure that it's safe for all the GLP holders as well.
And that last point is huge. Like, I think ultimately, like, the reason why we're all here is because we believe that we can create better trading platforms, more transparent on chain than what exists in centralized finance. But really, I think that Jupiter already has gotten there or made a significant stride there in the performance being on Solana. But one of the things that people don't kind of recognize is that oftentimes, because exchanges in blockchain update manually, is that the execution is worse. And that's because the price impact is usually kind of the semi-static function. And what Risk Oracle does is allow us to take a huge stride to kind of closing the gap between Jupiter indexes and their centralized counterparts. So in the future, like, we think that it's just going to be a better trading experience. You're going to get better execution on Jupiter than on anywhere else. And this is like a core part of that, and making that a reality.
Pretty important stuff, I think, for everybody, especially like on protocols that have the kind of volume that JUP does. Can you talk a little bit about proofs, Omer?
Yes, proofs is the kind of the newest part of the Edge Oracle suite, and its ability to prove any data from any network. So it could be Solana to Ethereum, but it could also be the internet to Solana. So one of the very obvious use cases for this is proof of reserves. So as Jupiter onboards kind of RWA tokenized assets, PYUSD and other kind of different, potentially gold in the future and different things, they want to know that the asset is truly backed by something off-chain. And this is exactly what the proof does. So in almost real time, we can provide that proof, and we can pair that together, that data, with the risk engine and price, making sure that the users are always protected and that there are backing assets for these RWA tokenized wrappers. There's some other really, really special functionality of the Proof Oracle, which is today powering prediction market oracles. So we did this like a press release in Bloomberg with Wintermute. They have like US election markets. And I won't give like any spoilers, but we can do this for any prediction market should this be something that the community is interested in. So there's that as well. And this is just like a little kind of not too big of a spoiler because this will come out tomorrow. We're doing a lot of research here. And tomorrow there'll be a piece that will come out with OpenAI around this, and how do you kind of prove data in a reliable way, like across different networks using LLMs, and what are the challenges around that. So that is like super early alpha for whoever has like a good imagination, but there's a lot being built here. And I think we're just lucky to work with Siong and the team who have been amazing design partners.
We're lucky as well. Yeah.
So mutually lucky, but because they're really pushing the envelope on the technology. And for me, it always feels like a canary in the coal mine, because they're pushing so hard. The things that they need is what the rest of the industry will need in 12 months from now. So that's the best partner that you can ask for. And technically, they're excellent. So it's just been great.
Thank you. And you also have an event coming up as well, right?
Yes, we do. For whoever's going to be attending DEF CON, we're going to have a Chaos Summit. Jupiter will be one of the featured applications there, where we're going to talk everything from risk to oracles to AI and security. It's going to be super interesting. So if you're in Bangkok for DevCon, shoot me a DM on Twitter personally or to the Chaos Labs handle, and we'd love to see you there.
Awesome.
Very cool. All right, thanks for coming out, folks. If you're interested in all things risk, securing literally billions of dollars of value across multiple chains, across multiple protocols, go check out Chaos Labs. Keep an eye out for this OpenAI partnership. I didn't know about that. That's very cool.
Yeah, that
The
sounds
research is going
amazing.
on.
Yeah.
Blog will be live tomorrow, so I'll share the link in our
Nice.
groups and check it out. Yeah.
Nice.
Very cool. All right, thanks for coming out, brother. Cheers, man. Very cool. I didn't know about that. That's God.
Yeah, I think that's I'm looking forward to it. I would love to see, like one thing that I realized that when I was doing the product testing just now, like I've been seeing quite a lot of AI, like what's the thing, the team on goat tokens are based on this whole AI that's been running on. Yeah. That was like amazing to see as well. Yeah. Okay, again, no NFA.
Yeah, that's right. We shouldn't talk about individual tokens, but that's a whole everything. Instead, let's talk about individual people, and in particular, some people that are making the JUPiverse great. In Catdets Corner, we really need like a little theme music. If you're watching this and you can make little like musical intros for each of these sections, I will appreciate you forever. You can apply for an Uplift grant as well to make this even better. But we have here Catdets Corner, where we bring up a cadet who's been adding to the community and been just helpful all the way around, exemplifying what a cadet is all about. Please drop a little JM in the chat for Arrow. Arrow, how are you doing?
JM, guys.
It's quiet, Arrow, but I can just about hear you. How you doing? You doing all right?
I'm fine. How is everybody?
Awesome. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Planetary Call, the best part. Arrow, people loving it in the chat. They're glad to have you here. Arrow, for folks who don't know, tell them a little bit about how you got involved in the JUPiverse.
Okay. My journey in crypto started in 2018. It was kind of sad. I joined this crypto Ponzi's. That's Earth for Surge and then some other Ponzi's. And then they kind of wrecked me, so I left crypto in 2018. I came back in 2020, and then I tried again, but I kind of quit. Then in 2021, I think I used Jupiter a few times, and then when I got the drop last year, it was like kind of I started again with crypto, and then I also got wrecked in NFTs in 2022. So when I got the drop, I kind of came back fully to trading again, and then it was nice. And then I went to the chat, and everybody was nice. I think the first cadet I talked to was Opax, and I kind of liked the community, so I stayed.
A lot of folks are asking in the chat if you are Nigerian, Arrow. You don't have to say it, but if you want to.
No, I am Nigerian.
Shout out to the Nigerians. What a lovely people. Opax says Arrow the GOAT, the legend. That's excellent. So what have you joined other Web3 communities before? Was this the first kind of crypto community that you got deep into?
No, not really. I worked in crypto as a community manager for 2 years for a Web3 gaming company. So no, it's not my first.
What kind of separated? So you had some exposure to other crypto communities. What kind of separated the Jupiter community for you?
I think my favorite thing about Jupiter is everybody's accessible. There's even the place that I worked in for 2 years. If you want to get in touch with the founders or want to discuss with anybody or give feedback, you have to go through some kind of protocol. But with Jupiter, it's kind of easy. You can give direct feedback. You can chat with people. Everybody is accessible and welcome. So that's basically the thing that stands out about Jupiter.
I gotta say, it's one of my favorite things as well. I know, as Siong was saying, Siong is in the fucking chat in the Discord all day, responding to different messages.
Yeah,
just kind of making it happen. There's a lot of. I'm not gonna lie to you, Arrow. I am not Nigerian. Maybe you noticed. I don't understand what the chat is saying right now. If I'm being very clear, wary. You're gonna have to. Can you translate some Nigerian slang for us, or Nigerian? What all this means in here? What does arrow wary mean?
Ayo, how far now? What's up?
How about Wida?
No, I'm not going to tell you the meaning of that.
How
I
about
think
Baba
it's
De
the
Lai? You want to explain what this is? I've seen the start and stuff. I don't know what it.
Nah, I don't lie. I don't lie. I said I
Okay,
am
okay. Well,
Nigerian. I don't lie.
I hope I'm not saying like curse words on here by accident. I apologize if
It's
I.
probably all curse words that you're saying right now.
Yeah, so, apologies, Arrow. Those are not. What you
Everyone's
were.
like laughing it's like really hard right now.
This is the danger of having an international community. Siong, any questions for Arrow here?
No, amazing. Yeah, like it's actually good to see. Like I think cadet section is always like very very cool to see. Like people sharing their experience using Jupyter, and like one thing that I really missed was like the cadet cafe that we had at Breakpoint. Like I was like I forgot the date. I was like I really wanted to go, but I forgot the date. I missed out to that. Like
Pretty cool stuff. Arrow, what kind of advice do you have? Because you are a cadet of culture. Not trying to say anything dirty there. It's late at night right now, but you are a cadet of culture, or a cat of culture, excuse me. A lot of people watching this call wish that they were cats of culture. What advice do you have for them so that they can become cats of culture themselves?
I'll tell everyone to be like godly.
You tell
I
them what,
think
sorry?
yes. I said everyone should be like godly. I think a good cadet, godly in the Discord, a good cadet is enthusiastic about Jupiter. They are savvy. They know things. I think some people they want to be cadets, but they don't actually do the legwork. They don't have much knowledge about Jupiter and stuff. So first of all, if you want to get involved in Jupiter, you have to know things. You have to like make your research, and then you have to help people out, bring them in. Also, I think that's where everything starts from.
That is the way to be. That's clear advice. What I like. There was one other question here. In case you are single, you do have a marriage proposal in the chat from Yu Chan. Arrow, marry me. You single, Arrow?
Hey,
Hold on. That reminds me of one of my favorite jokes.
Hopefully the girlfriend's not listening right now.
Yeah. There's a great joke. I forget even who said it, but they said, I don't have a girlfriend. I just know a girl who'd get real mad if she heard me say that. And that sounds like it might be the case for you right now, Arrow. Shout out to Arrow's girlfriend, hopefully, or non-girlfriend, whatever. Situations are complicated. Arrow, thanks for being a part of the community. Thanks for doing what you're doing.
Thank you for having me. Okay, bye guys.
Cheers. All right. Sometimes the Cadet Corner is taking a little wild out here. All right, folks, we're going to stop. We're going to do those pumps in just a second. But before we do, we have to look at Baxo over here. The position, 90% up.
Oh.
Not bad, brother, man. Not bad. So I think what we should do is this.
So
you tell me if you agree. Let's close out the position now. And then let's send the $241 in profit. We'll send it to one random person who got the POAP. What do you think? How does that sound?
Let's do it.
All right, there we go. So you have a chance of winning this. Let's just see how easy it is to close this out here. Selling. Let's see, about to dump
Every
to zero.
time cool. It's happening. Nice. So we are up what, like one?
Not bad.
Okay, let's send 2.x so to someone. Let's do it.
2.8 sold to someone. So go ahead and get the POAP. You might say, how do I get the POAP, Cash? Well, don't worry. I got you covered. Here's what you need to do. Scan this QR code right here. Have at least 50 Jupiter staked. Input your Twitter or your Discord. You'll get the POAP. We'll send this out. Why don't we send this out? Siong, how about when Ape.Pro launches tomorrow, you can announce who you've sent this out to. What do you think?
Let's do it. Yes.
Let's do it. All right. So that way people have a chance to get the POAP right now. Thank you, everybody, for sticking with us. It has been an hour-and-a-half long call. It's like Meow never left. We are still doing Meow length calls, which I think is great. And it feels good. As people are scanning this, if you're on your phone, we're going to put the link into the chat right now in just a second. Oh, we already did. Here it is. app.dform.cc. There you go. Can't scan. If you're on your phone, you can just click on that link, app.dform.cc/form/90193E94. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but there's a whole link that people could check if they want to. We should really just get to the working group who's watching this, from now on, let's just get poap.uplink.com or whatever, and then we can just make that the link and update it each time so it's easier for people on mobile to get it. Look at this. Planetary Call keeps innovating, folks. What did I tell you? All right. What all did we cover today? My God, we covered a bunch of the wins of the week. We talked about Jupiter Mobile and on the feedback and the roadmap that's coming. Sounds like the DApp browser needs to be made ASAP. We took a first look at Ape.Pro, which is going live tomorrow. When you see it, do me a personal favor. Hit that like button, spam that retweet, go give it a try, and most importantly, give your feedback as well. That's the only way the product gets better. After that, we talked about deBridge. Their token is launching tomorrow. We talked about ASR, claim on Friday, or sorry, you can see your tokens on Friday, claim on Monday. We got to hear about Jupiter Regional, where anybody around the world can start doing Jupiter meetups. We got to talk about some new work group potentials or some ways that you can contribute. We got to hear from Chaos Labs. We got to hear from Arrow. We got to see Siong make a little bit of money. And my God, I am tired. Again, this is a great show. Siong, how you feel?
On Buxo.
And we got to see
Amazing,
Buxo.
amazing. I
Buxo
think
forever
the whole live demo thing is cool. Yeah, like sharing it with everyone. Like, we'd love to do more, like down the road. Definitely.
I don't think we have any choice. We might have to. And as a reminder, go use Jupiter Mobile. Participate in the 5 Sol challenge. You can be less than 5 Sol. You can start with however many Sol you want to start with. But start that trading challenge. Go post it on Twitter. Tag JUP Uplink. You can make it happen. All right. I think that is it for today. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you. Love you. We'll see you next week. Same time, same place. Goodbye. Goodbye.